Hello everyone, it's Alex. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. So today I'm doing the last of my cool toned makeup that I've been sharing with you guys this year. So at this point you've already seen my bronzers, blushes, and highlighters, and then you have also seen my 6 cool toned lip products that I shared with you guys. The finale today is eyeshadows. Come on you guys, eyeshadow palette. It's my jam. So today I'm sharing with you guys some eyeshadow palettes. There is maybe 2 to 3 neutrals that have more color to them, but the majority of these are colorful, cool toned eyeshadow palettes. The last 2 years I've shared more of a neutral, everyday, wearable, acceptable type of cool tone eyeshadow palette. So if you haven't seen those, I will link them in the iCards so you guys can check those out, because I share with you guys new ones that I've experienced and found out, discovered last year and the previous year. These are all ones that I've discovered this year that have come into my collection. They're a cooler tone and I have truly been enjoying. You guys, I mentioned last year that I was going to do it more colorful because you guys know I gave you guys your neutrals, and now I'm going to give you guys the colorful ones that I would recommend, that I have loved this year, that I want to share with you guys, that are cool toned. If you're new to my channel, my name is Alex, eyeshadow enthusiast with a dash of Project Pan. If that is something that interests you, subscribe, join us, and now let's get on with the eyeshadow palettes. So let's start out with the first one that is more of a rosy, cool tone palette. Has fun colors to it, but it's not 100% like in your face cool tone. So this is the Hip Dot Ellie palette. You probably have seen this in other videos, but here you have Miss Ellie. She does have more of a rosy, cooler toned vibe. There is a few here that are more warmer tone, but it's so much fun because you get those glitter pops of shades, but it is more of a cooler toned rosy effect on your eyes. Every time I've worn this is more cooler than it is warm, and you could definitely see that pink to these eyeshadows. It's very, very pretty. Again, it's not 100% neutral. You get those pops of glitters. Even this one is really, really nice on the eye. So this is my first pick that I discovered this year, that it's more on the cooler tone. Even the packaging is super pretty, and you could tell that it's more on the cool tone vibe of eyeshadows. Next up is one that was gifted to me this year, and I'm so thankful for it. This is the BH Cosmetics Royal Affair eyeshadow palette. So this one is hands down a very, very cool tone eyeshadow palette with pops of color in them, and very unconventional pops of color. These aren't like your typical burgundies and pinks. You know, it has those icy colors, the icy blue, that neon chartreuse green, this olive that is super pretty, this pink that is a lot vibrant in it, this dark hunter green here. This is the actual palette that I'm wearing on my eyes today. You guys can see it screams cool tone. I ended up putting this one on my lid, and then this one on my outer V into my crease, and that's it. And then I put the glitter that I'm panning in on top, and that is it. That's my eye look today, you guys. Super pretty, cool tone, but with a pops of color. You guys know that I love my color and I love my neutrals, and I love when they come together as a happy family. So this is one that I would recommend. You guys, they came out with the newest one from BH. I did purchase it, and it is a true cool tone as well, but I can't give my opinion on it yet because I haven't really played with it too much. But if you missed out on this one, they did come out with a cooler tone this year, and it's a lot more colorful and bluish that I love. So here is my second pick of cool tone palettes that I've discovered this year. My third one is one that has a little bit of warm tone in it, but it's cool tone overall. This is by Silhouette Boutique. This is their caramel or caramel eyeshadow palette, and this one is so pretty. You guys can see it does look warm tone because this really pops out, but it's not. It is a cool tone eyeshadow palette. Here you're getting 4 mattes, and then the rest are more of a metallic feel on the lids. It is so beautiful. I did a full review with swatches of almost all of these. All these have swatches on my channel in one video or another. If you want to see full swatches, I'll try to remember to where these are, and you can definitely find swatches of all these. But this one is so pretty. I love it. I love the formula of this one. I love the cool toneness, and it's not your browns. It's not your typical cool tone browns. You're getting purple, mauves, grays, greens. These lavender shades are so pretty. This is like a yellowish gold, but it's still a cool tone to it. And then this pink one, you guys get the hint. It's so pretty. It's a very, very beautiful palette, and it is another cool tone one. You don't see a lot of cool tones, so I get so excited when I find them. And this one was sent to me It is, I'm pretty sure it's still available on their website, but this is one that I discovered this year and I love it. Now we're gonna move into your true colorful, there is no neutrals in the next ones that I'm sharing with you guys. And you're gonna see a lot of cooler type of blue shades in here. First and foremost is by ColourPop. This is Blue Moon. This one, it's cool tone. You know, it's a cool tone. I wore this in 2 videos and let me tell you, you guys loved how it looked on my eyes. You guys raved about it. What is on your eyes, Alex? It looks so pretty. I wore this palette without any lashes and you guys still loved it. You guys can wear color and don't need to go too extravagant or extreme. You can do these pops of shade. So this is the first one I want to share with you guys that's very, very colorful. This is not a palette for somebody who is not used to color or does not want to have a lot of color but still wants neutral. It's in your face. There is no denying it. It's so beautiful though, and the formula is amazing. So this is the first one that I would say is my first cool tone that I discovered this year that I genuinely love. Here's another one, Miss Menagerie Cosmetics. This is the Violet Ink one. This one is your purples, but it's cool tone. It's very rare to find a palette like this, you guys, and I'm so happy I have this one and somebody came out with it because this is super unique to my collection. I mean, super unique, and you guys know I have over 400 palettes. So this is very, very unique. I don't have many cool tones. These are blue undertone purples, so you don't see these often. You might see these as pops of colors in palettes, but not one that's completely related to one another where you guys can do. I've done tutorials on this. I've done a review on it. It's a beautiful palette. So if you're looking for a cooler tone purple palette, this is your friend right here. I don't think there is another one like it in the market. If you guys have found it, please let me know because I genuinely love it. I haven't found one though that's all cool tone purples like this. The other one that I have from the same brand is the Whale Song palette. This one is your blues and greens. Oh my goodness gracious. This neutral right here is like a taupey with a little bit of warmth, but it's mainly cool tone on the eyes, and everything else in here has a cooler undertone to it. Even this green one right here has a cooler undertone. This one has a cooler undertone. You can see that this one is different from the one from Royal Affairs of BH Cosmetics. That one's a lot more vibrant. This is a lot more toned down. These right here are all cool tone. It's such a beautiful palette. These right here, the older ones, are very, very pigmented, so you have to be very careful. The new Killer Purr one is a lot less pigmented. It still works beautifully on the eyes, but it's so much user friendly than this one would be. So you have to be careful with this one and the Farrow one because they are super pigmented. You got to be very careful. Not to mention this one as well. You have to be very careful with these because they're very saturated in pigment, but I think they heard us and they came out with the Killer Purr one, and that one is a little less pigmented in a good way though. In a good way, not in a bad way. So this is the next one that I would recommend that I found this year that is cool toned. All right, this one, if you like a thinner formula of an eyeshadow because it'll work a little bit better, this might be your friend. So this is the Ebates Oceanic palette. This is really, really pretty. I love the color scheme of it. I'm just not 100% fan of the formula itself because these are very thick and you got to be careful with them. And then some of them, it's just their formula is not consistent throughout the whole palette. So you have to be careful how you're using them because some are very pigmented and saturated and then others are very thin in their consistency. So some you got to pack on, some you got to be careful on, some you have to blend out or they blend in too much into each other. But overall, the palette is pretty. If you want to not spend an arm and a leg or you're not comfortable with color, but you still want to have color in there, this might be something for you. Again, I'm not 100% onto their formula, but I do like it. It is a pretty palette. It is different from what I have as far as blues. Normally when you find blues or greens, it's more like a monochromatic thing. And this one, they put it both together. I really like it. I love the color scheme of it. So I wanted to share with you guys, this is another cooler tone palette I discovered this year. And there is a market for those out there. Every palette has somebody out there for them. So this is another one I want to share with you guys. Last but not least is one that I've had for a while, but as you guys know, I was a hoarder, so now I use my palettes more and I'm very happy with it because this is the Magic palette. Yes, this is the big one. They now sell this in a smaller pan. I am the type of person that as soon as Juvia's Place comes out with a palette, I need to get it right away. So I ended up with the big pans. I don't care. I'm fine with it. Not a problem for me. So this one is definitely a cool tone palette. This is the sister of the, oh goodness, Masquerade palette. Masquerade is very warm tone. This, the Magic one, is very cool tone. This one I really, really love. You guys, a few of you had commented in my lipstick, my cool tone lipstick, what was on my eyes, and you scrolled down to see what it was, this is the palette I use. I ended up using this shadow all over my lid into my crease, and then I placed this one on top of this shadow to get that effect. I only use 2 shadows, you guys. And then I placed my glitter that I'm panning, that I'm currently doing as well today. So this is the only 2 shadows that I used, and it was very beautiful, cool tone, easy to pack on, easy to blend out, and it lasted all day. This is a very beautiful cool tone palette because you're getting these colors down here that if you want to really have a pop of color, you can use these, or if you want to keep it more neutral based, you can go up here. So it's very versatile in that sense, where you're getting your neutrals and you're getting your color, but it's still all cool tone and they all can work with one another. So that is it, guys. Those are my cool tone eyeshadow palettes for 2019 that I have discovered, that I have found. I will link them all down in the description box. What cool tone palette did you discover this year, or that you absolutely love, that you have in your collection that I didn't share with you guys today? So thank you guys so much for watching. I will put more videos right over here for your enjoyment. Until next time, bye guys.